Welcome back to Sailing Tela. We are currently on day 3 of our Caribbean sea crossing from Curacao all the way to Panama so that we can get through that canal and then across the South Pacific. But before we jump right into day 3, here is a little 60-second recap of what happened on days 1 and 2 out here at sea. Previously on Sailing Tela, we didn't just slip away from Curacao, we left comfort behind. After weaving under a couple of bridges, our bow pointed for Panama. Day 2 brought a jolt of adrenaline when Shawn spotted a mysterious small boat 200 miles offshore. Definitely not what we expected to see on the open ocean, but once we confirmed they meant us no harm, we lowered the Curacao courtesy flag and settled in to that deep, unfiltered freedom you only find at sea. Little did we know, the calm was about to give way to something much more intense. Alright, now that we've had a little recap, welcome to day 3. We have been 322 nautical miles so far, which is pretty good. We've got some consistent winds in the mid-20s. Last night we had some consistent winds, 27 to 29, and sometimes it would jump up to 30 knots during night watches. And we're very pleased with all the nautical miles we are getting in. We're very excited to be on this passage to Panama, somewhere neither of us have been to before. The sea state, as you can probably see behind me, has been quite rolly, but nothing too terribly uncomfortable. We've got some large seas, but we've had quite a few visitors on board Tela, so let's go on deck and see what that's about.
Right.
Another one? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. What you say, babe?
Don't know, it's a pile of flying fish. About 16 of them. They ain't much bigger than a giant sardine. I did read that some people eat them, but I don't even know how you cook those things. If anybody knows what you do with those things, drop a comment below. What do you do with 16 flying fish? Fry them up, eat them whole, boil them up, make a fish stew? I don't know.
You gonna get rid of them now?
What do you think? Boil up a pot of flying fish stew on good old Tela. Throw some taters and onions up next to them. Have some fish stew on Tela.
I go straight from the bank, gassing up the tank, cranking up the radio, playing old Hank. It ain't that long till I'm back at the pond. I'm pulling up the truck down at the dock. It's time to do some cruising, baby, get a little stuck. It's a Saturday joyride, Percy Feast is the spot. We're on a boat, we're feeling fine, drinking Tennessee whiskey, a big blue sky. We're going up, we're coming down. There's a party on the water, it's a hell of a time. We're on a boat, we're killing time, in our own honky tonk with a bottle of wine. We're going up, we're coming down. Cheers to feeling alright, it's a hell of a time. A hell of a time.
keep y'all updated if it gets sporty out here. It's supposed to either tonight or in the morning, so. We knew this stretch could get sporty. We just weren't sure how sporty it would become. With our full Genoa and staysail out, the wind started to crank up, and so did the waves. If you've been following our adventures for a while, you know we've tackled some rough conditions in the past. By comparison, this wasn't our toughest ride. Let me tell y'all, on night 3, a steady 37 to 38 knots of wind and a churning sea state kept Shawn awake for almost the entire night. He's hardcore like that, happily letting me try to catch some sleep down below. Though truth be told, sleep is a generous term when you're being thrown around like dice in a cup. Y'all might be wondering why on earth sail through an area that's practically guaranteed to be rough. But this corner of the Caribbean is almost always whipped up by the river outflow coming up from Colombia. Some sailors wait weeks or even a month or longer, hoping to catch that perfect window. But honestly, the chance of truly calm conditions here is like winning the lottery. We decided to trade a little comfort and a few doses of seasickness to keep moving forward on our grand adventure. If you're going to sail around the world, you've got to accept that sometimes you'll face an angry sea. For us, the payoff is usually worth it, especially knowing the roughest stretch only lasted about 36 hours. After that, the winds eased up quite a bit and we finally felt like we could take a breath again. Looking back, I'm grateful we spent those earlier moments soaking in the views from the deck, because once those waves kicked up, we weren't doing much more than holding on tight. Afternoon, it's already like 3 something. The Seasick has really calmed down finally. The wind wasn't terrible. It got up to 39, but it was consistently 36 to 38 for hours, all night long, all morning long. Finally calmed down for the past like 2 or 3 hours. Shawn only slept like 1 hour last night. He just told me to go down below. I actually was a little bit afraid. And I think he could tell I was afraid, and he didn't want me to be up here by myself all scared, so he just told me to go back down, and he stayed up all night long. He's my hero. Days 1 and 2, great. The last 24 hours, yeah. But we knew we were going to be in sporty conditions. I keep looking out at the water because, 1, it helps me be less seasick, and 2, I saw some dolphins and I was hoping that they would come back because they only just showed up for a moment. Anyway, I'm hopeful that tonight will be a lot less eventful, and Shawn's down taking a nap now. Finally, after only getting an hour of sleep last night, he needed to get some rest. We knew this was going to be sporty. I just wasn't prepared for quite how sporty it was going to be. Everything that you get costs something. Whether you're buying something at a store or whether you're going on an adventure, you have to give something to get something. Sometimes what I give is getting seasick and living rugged to be able to experience these absolutely, utterly amazing, indescribable experiences on the water with my husband around the world. Yeah, I get seasick and it's rough. But I have learned so much in the last 2 years of doing this. Like, I feel like I'm not even the same person as I was when we first started out. It was an interesting perspective to share, so I'm going to end on that note. Toodles. Dinner on the evening of day 4. Next time on Sailing Tela, we'll get our feet on solid ground in Panama for a quick breather before transiting the Panama Canal. It's a brand new experience that we're beyond excited to share, another chapter in our global circumnavigation. If you've made it this far, be sure to subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and drop a hashtag Telaroo down in the comments. We appreciate every single one of y'all for coming on this journey with us, and we can't wait to show you what's coming next. And we'll see y'all next time on Sailing Tela.